How's it going, everybody? This is Bangs from RJ Gaming, giving you the breakdown on how to handle TranZit. Alright, now when you start off in this room, and hopefully the bus is outside, you can hear it honking, but what you want to do is kill these zombies, of course, open the door, grab this mannequin right here, do the basics. There's all types of parts that you can get, from mannequins to hangers to jet engines to anything you can imagine you can put together, even the power switch itself. So you gotta go over to these blueprint tables and put it together manually. Alright, so after you do all that, you'll get the hang of it after a few tries, I'm sure. You don't really want to stick around and keep killing zombies and fly through the rounds, because the stronger the zombies get, you really don't have that many weapons available to you that you can fight them off with, except this handgun. So you want to keep that in mind. Don't fly through the rounds too quick. I know we have these zombie professionals out there that think they can handle the zombies, but no matter what, how good you are, no ammo means no killing. You can't just run around knifing people at round 10. So keep that in mind. Okay, and over here on the bench you have your first teddy bear. We all know what the teddy bear does. It turns on the music so that we can hear a nice little tune that Treyarch decided to throw into the zombie map to help us kill them. So keep an eye out for those too. Also on this bus, in the back, on the ceiling, you have a gun. It's a burst fire. Pretty useful when you run out of ammo. Also, that emergency exit on the roof does get ripped open by zombies if you let them up there. So keep an eye out for them climbing up there. Try to stop them, because after it's open, it's pretty hard to tell when they climb up there and try to jump down. Pretty quick about it. So keep that in mind as well. There's not much to do here at the beginning because the power's not on, so you just want to chill on the bus, wait for it to move, and get to the next area as quickly as possible. So if you're gonna kill zombies and waste time during the rounds, do it in the next area. Don't do it here. Alright, as you can see, the bus takes you through the mist, and the zombies like to jump up and try to rip the windows down, climb in. They like to come in through the front windshield and the back windshield as well. Keep an eye out for them. Over here on the right, you have an area where there is often a part. It's kind of random what part it is. Right now it's a board, sometimes it's a jet engine. Right next to it there's an M16. So you want to keep an eye out for when that jet engine is there. It's pretty useful later on, and you'll see why.
No zombies. Thank cactus for small faces.
This area is the gas station / diner area. It's also the area where the box is. So keep that in mind for all you people who like to take your chances and with the roll of a dice waste 950 bucks on the box. Granted, every now and then it pays off, but sometimes it really doesn't. So in the diner you have an MP5. So every now and then, if my one hit on the box doesn't work out, I'll save my money to grab the MP5. Because this early, it's pretty useful, powerful, good amount of bullets in the clip, so it works. But as you can see, I got a Type 95, or Type 25 I mean, and it's actually pretty powerful. Few bullets to the head and they just drop. So good luck for all you people who like to hit the box.
Getting low on thunder plugs.
Remember, you don't really want to chill anywhere yet. You want to keep moving. It's still relatively early. You want to take advantage of that and progress as far as you can as early as possible, because it will get pretty hectic later on. So just save up your money and continue through the map. So just wait for that bus to start honking and get ready to go back on there and go on to the next area, which happens to be the farm area. Which, once again, there's not much to do there, but it's because the power's not on. With lack of power, it gives you a lack of opportunities to do certain things. So once again, you want to quickly progress through this map so you can get to the area that does have power, so you can bring it to everywhere else. So remember, you don't want to underestimate how fast this bus is. As you can see, my friend over here decided to hit the box one more time, and just barely he made it back on. But as you'll see later on, that won't always work. Sometimes the bus just picks up and accelerates way too fast, and no matter how fast you sprint, you won't make it. So keep that in mind when you're playing with the bus.
Who's in charge of giving me bullets? Oh, it's me. Never mind. Well, old man, you done screwed the pooch now.
So now we've arrived at the next area, the farm. Once again, like I said earlier, there's not much to do here because the power's not on. But it's still a good area to chill at. There in the barn, there's most of the time at least a lawnmower that you can grab. Inside the main building on the second floor on the sofa, there's usually an RPD that you can grab and ammo somewhere laying around in between the two. Now, putting them two together, or putting those three together on the blueprint downstairs will make a turret that you can have. Right there is the next teddy bear, the second one if you've been counting, the only one that I've done so far. And keep that in mind, that turret is pretty useful. So, if you can find all the parts, grab it. And each member of your team can grab it. All they have to do is go over there and hold square on it. It's not like only one person can have it. So keep that in mind, they're pretty useful. As you just saw, I saw the zombie coming up on the side, but you can't exactly shoot him in the foot and then die like it does in multiplayer. So the idea is to wait for him to come down and kill him once he gets there. But keep an eye out on those zombies who come through the side and through the front and stuff like that, because they will sneak up on you. It's really easy for them to jump through that ceiling once it's open. So the next area is possibly one of the most important areas. This is the area where you would put together your instruments for the power. Now remember, you need to just run out, grab that AK on the wall is my suggestion for your handgun, because you're going to need the ammo. So once you grab the AK, go down the stairs or open the door and drop down the hole. Go forward. Once you get to down that hole into the lab area, start looking for the pieces to make the power. Now, when I say to make the power, I mean the circuit breaker, the switch on the circuit breaker, and the hand, the fake zombie hand, or fake, real, whatever. The zombie hand that goes on it. It could be laying anywhere. As you can see right now, it's right here. Grab it, go over to the blueprint table, start putting the part together. After that, look for the switch. There's the switch right there, grab that, go back to the blueprint table, add the part. Now the hand is a lot harder to find because when you kill zombies, it kind of blends in together. So I was just having your buddy, if you're doing it with somebody, hold the zombies off a little bit farther away from this area, because usually it's around here. As you're about to see, I'm gonna find it all the way on the side over here, laying on the floor. So once you grab it, go back to the blueprint table and hold square, and it should add the part. After doing so, you want to flip the switch and turn the power on. So as you can see, we got the power on now and the generator is working. But if you look in the middle, as that platform raises, you're going to see a guy in there. I'm going to call him Static Shock, since there isn't an official name for him yet. Now Static Shock is pure electricity, no actual substance, just electricity, which is what I think is the main reason why they put the EMP in the box. So my boy over here has the EMP, very useful later on. But keep in mind that because he's pure electricity, he will come and go as he pleases. But at least the power's on. So that means perks are working and doors that need electricity are now open. So keep that in mind as well. You're going to be able to open some new things now. Now the other great thing about this new Black Ops is you got the feature or the ability to have friends or to be the one to join a game that's right in the middle of it. I just had a friend who just jumped in, and you know, now we have 3 people instead of just 2. Problem is, now he has 500 points, can't really do much with that. Funny thing is, if you go down, you die completely, come back, you come back with 1500. So, use the tragedy as you will. Okay, so like I said earlier, you want to stay with the bus, but the problem is you can't exactly turn the generator on without missing the bus. So that's why you want to have at least 2 guns, 2 good guns at that, so you can last a while. So I like to separate us, and I like to chill down here. It's a nice area that you can run a little circle in. You know, you can hold off the zombies, and those good areas where the bus would drop you off and pick you up. Another area is right next to the perk that's known as Tombstone. Now what Tombstone does is if you grab it and you have it, then if you die completely, when you come back to life, there will be a floating tombstone that looks like a perk, just like insta-kill and double points and all that. And when you run into it, it'll give you back the guns you died with. Except you won't have full ammo. All you'll have is 1 clip. So keep that in mind.
Down you go.
So over here you have another little part that you can grab. It's a wire, and somewhere around here there's also a battery. Now you can put these parts together, and like you just saw, sometimes it's the wrong part for the wrong area, but you just need to put the pieces together, and eventually you'll get this gadget that will somehow help you fight off these zombies. Now I'm gonna have my boy put the gadget up on this table, and as I cover him, you'll see what it turns into once he puts it on there. See? So now you have this gadget that, you know, has a flashlight or a big light on it, a floodlight it looks like, and you know, you just gotta work with it. So as you can see, my boy came in here and he didn't have much, so he ran out and he ran into the mist. Now look what happens when you run into the mist. I'm gonna try to attempt to go save him, but it's not really gonna work out. Every time I start to, the demon baby gets me. I don't know what else to call him, so I'm calling him the demon baby. You have to knife him 5 times, and then they'll finally get off you. See, I get close, but then I get a demon baby on my back. He starts scratching away at me. So at this point, it's, you know, there's nothing I can do for him. So I ran away, let him die. Didn't have much points anyway, so probably needed the points. At least now he'll be able to come back and get that AK. So once again, at this point, we're pretty much just waiting for the bus to come back. You know, we can't really just run out there like you saw, though, unless those we want to get attacked by those demons. So we're just waiting to hear the honking from the bus. And once we do hear that, then we'll be moving on to the next area, which will be the town, which is another key area. Not as important as turning on the power, but just as important since that's the area where you get Juggernaut. Now another thing I'll mention is when you turn the power on, you have 2 options when it comes to the Easter egg. You'll hear a voice that is Dr. Maxis, and we all know that Dr. Maxis is the superior scientist to Dr. Richtofen when they used to work together. Now, Dr. Maxis tells you to turn the power off and to do certain things, and Dr. Richtofen tells you that Dr. Maxis is wrong. So you actually have a choice to pick which one you want to follow. So we'll get into that in another video, but you'll hear them talking, and it's your decision whether you want to turn the power on or off. But if you turn it off, you gotta escape quickly, because that gate will come down. You won't be able to go up those stairs. And as you can hear now, the bus is on its way. So I'm, wrapping up downstairs as, the bus gets a little closer, so I can jump on there and we can escape this area and go onto the town and get jugs. Now, as you can also see, you can't really jump down from where Tombstone is and get on the bus, because there's all this debris blocking your path. So you kind of just gotta keep an eye on the bus, and once that bus starts moving, you gotta jump in through those doors, because it will leave you behind, because it's going over lava, and no matter how quick you are, you won't be able to walk on the lava. So you just gotta time it right. It's very important to also remember that even though 3 people is better than 2, it also makes it a lot more cluttered on the bus. There's a lot less space to move around. So communication is key. You want to assign areas to watch, because to have people just running around randomly is going to be hectic, and you're going to be running into each other. And we all know what happens when you run into somebody, you die. So keep an eye out for those, players who don't have mics. You want to keep an eye on them and make sure you don't back up and just run into somebody, or something along those lines, because that will get you killed, especially if they come in through that rooftop and you don't know it. Alright, now we come to one of the most important areas. Maybe not as important as the generator area, but definitely a close second. Now, you follow my path, you go through that door, you swing around the street, go up these stairs, going through the door at the top of the stairs, and you have Juggernaut. I know there's a lot of people out there who's going to be grateful to finally have jugs. So you grab jugs, and you want to run around this area and get a feel for it, because there's a lot of open spaces, good areas to run. However, with all this debris and all the cracks of lava, spitting out, there's a big chance of getting overrun if you stay in the same area. So what me and my buddies did, we alternated, circles and rotated, if you will. So keep in mind, everybody's strategy is different. This just happened to work for us. Do whatever works best for you, but you want to explore and get a feel for the area, because it's very useful to know that you can run into one of the pool hall or the bar, for example, and jump out the window upstairs on the 2nd floor. It can save your life sometimes. So what I did here is I swung around to give you a better angle of what's over here. On this side is another area I like to chill at and hang out. Big area, not many angles for the zombies to come from. So you go into the pool hall and swing to the left, and you have the last bear, the final bear. So go and activate that, and you'll turn on the music. You have stamina up right there, also helpful, but not exactly top priority for me, seeing as how there's not much space to run in the first place. Don't really need it. So remember, the idea is you want to stay with the bus at the moment. So just keep running around. Find a place you're comfortable, an area you feel alright chilling in. Just keep running around. Explore if you want. Just try not to lose your Juggernaut. You worked hard to get it, so don't lose that Juggernaut. Keep running around, explore, see what's around, see if you can grab some perks, some other perks. Don't do what I did here and risk your life for a double point. It's not worth it. Hardly worth it. I don't even know how I came out living at that moment, especially with all the lava hitting me. I should have died. But once again, that's the benefit of Juggernaut. So remember, don't risk your life for double points.
You touching me? No, you ain't touching me. Well, run, drive!
So you also kind of want to make sure that you have plenty of ammo, because when the bus moves on to the next area, on its way there, you're going to go through a little hectic area that is going to take a lot of ammo to survive through. And you don't want to get to the bus depot without any ammo, because there's not many guns there, especially nothing that'll help out this late in the round. You know, you have that M14 and the Olympia, but that's not going to do much at this point. So you want to make sure you have ammo. And like I mentioned earlier, the next area I was talking about on your way to the bus depot is this bridge. When you hit this bridge, the bus tends to go to a crawl. So you're just going to get flooded with zombies on all sides, all angles. In some aspects, if it's really crowded, you might be better off just opening the door and running out there. But remember, you might have these those demon babies start coming at you and attacking you, and that is very, very counterproductive. I mean, look at all those zombies out there, you know, plus the demon babies. That's a recipe for disaster. So if you got the ammo, stay in there if you can. We clearly had the ammo, so we stayed in there and it worked out. But that's why you want to make sure you have plenty of ammo for that part. So as we finally make it to the bus depot, we spared no time getting off that bus. It was getting pretty hectic on there. There was tons of zombies. I ran into the spawn area to try to draw them away from my teammates, give them a little break, and inadvertently brought them right into a buddy of mine. So that was a big mistake on my part. But that's exactly why you want to keep tabs on these zombies. I was just completely out of ammo. I was using grenades. There was nothing I could do to shoot them, so I was just going in circles. And you know, as you can see now, I'm getting hit by that demon baby. I mean, it was getting pretty hectic. So you want to remember that you want ammo. You need ammo. You need a gun that can last, or at least you need to conserve your ammo and use it wisely. So now I also decided to grab Quick Revive over here. Now the thing with Quick Revive in this game is that it needs time to recharge, it seems like. So I'll go over here and revive my buddy, but as you can see, my Quick Revive is gonna go. It's kind of gonna fade away. It's not gonna disappear, but it's gonna fade away. And when my buddies go down again, well, let's just say I won't be able to revive him that time. And now, like I said earlier, Static Shock is here, and he's come back with a vengeance. So I had my boy over here throw his EMP, weaken him a little bit, but it doesn't kill him, it just weakens him, slows him down. But we luckily had insta-kill on, so I went over there and knifed him as many times as I could, and I ended up killing him. And as you see, he'll just spin in a circle and disappear, and he won't bother us for the rest of this round, at least. So now, with both my friends down, it's going to be pretty difficult to do anything, especially with no ammo. Seeing as how the guns in this area aren't really the greatest, I wasn't about to drop my weapons, my good guns, just to get, you know, an M14. That's not going to do much. So I wasn't very fond of that idea, so I tried to just run in a circle, bring him away, and stop him from spawning, and revive him. Clearly, didn't work. Gonna try one more time to bring him away and swing around and revive him. Hopefully it works, and it doesn't. So at this point, it's all about survival.
I'd be afraid, except I ain't never afraid of nothing.
So now with the bus finally moving, I'm going to try to jump in there and get to safety, but I completely misjudged the speed of the bus and missed both doors, And, you know, I'm going to try to catch the bus, but as you're going to see, it's just going to leave me in the bus. And that is just not going to help. And at this point, as much as I advised against it, I had no choice but to chase the bus and, you know, try to jump over that lava and just keep going. So I proceeded to do so. When you're in this situation, there's no point even turning around and shooting those zombies, because you're just gonna slow yourself down. So I just try to get that demon baby off me and keep moving and just go, because I had to get out of there and find some ammo. Trying my very hardest to get to the diner area to grab that MP5, maybe hit the box, something better than where I was. And I'm gonna move up, try to grab that M16 and see if that works. So my plan was working up until I continuously was getting mauled by these demon babies, and they slowed me down so much it brought me to my death. But, you know, to each his own. I thought it would work, clearly it didn't. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys got any questions, email us at rjgaming3962@gmail.com. Got any comments or questions, or if you need any help, give us a ring. We'll be more than happy to help you.